What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel where I talk and do everything pinball. And today is, I don't want to say it's a sad day or anything like that, but as the time of the release of this video, then the official memo will have been released from This Week in Pinball. I have received this in advance, so I'm merely getting this recorded and I'm releasing it after they do their memo because I'm not going to have time to do this tomorrow or anything like that. So I'm trying to get it done today. What's going to happen is that I'm going to read it verbatim. And then if I feel like I need to go back, reread things to give my thoughts and opinions on something, I will. So this isn't a video where like, ooh, you need to stare at the screen. So if you want to set your phone down or walk away from the monitor and just have the audio going, by all means do so. All right, so this is the memo. No live show this year. Due to a variety of circumstances, both in and outside of our control, we will not be performing a live award show this year at the Texas Pinball Festival. We are disappointed that we won't get a chance to celebrate the accomplishments of 2023 together with all of the people who made it possible. However, we still plan to continue with the voting period as planned and release the results on TWIPYs.com. This way, the pinball community will still be able to vote and show their appreciation for the work that gave us 20 games this year. We believe that the TWIPY Pinball Awards provide the best representation of the pinball community with over 5,400 unique voters in 2022 from 50 different countries. Voting is planned to begin Monday, December 18th at TWIPYs.com. New favorite pinball content creator category. We've been disappointed in the reaction to our category changes for pinball content creators. However, we have heard the feedback and recognize the importance of encouraging and promoting those who work hard to spread the love of pinball. Our intent was not to take away the community's voice, but we also don't condone harassment, abuse, threats, spreading lies, or other malicious behavior. After discussions with the committee, as well as an additional group of content creators, we have decided to revise the content creator section of the awards by consolidating them into a single award. This brand new category, Favorite Pinball Content Creator, will help celebrate those who promote pinball while removing some of the issues with the past categories. Favorite Pinball Content Creator will encompass all content creators in pinball, no matter what medium they use. In addition, in order to encourage the recognition of new creators in the space, previous winners of any TWIPY media category will not be eligible for winning and will not be listed in this category this year nor in future years. Those who have won creator-specific awards in the past will forever be recognized and celebrated as having made a great contribution to the promotion of pinball broadly. But now we hope to encourage more new and upcoming creators. There will still be a requirement to have produced 5 pieces of new, substantial pinball content through December 1st, 2022 to November 30th of 2023 time period. But it will cover all mediums the content creator uses. This means that as prior winners of a Content Creator TWIPY Award, the following pinball creators will not be eligible for this category for this year and any future years. Straight Down the Middle of Pinball Show, Dead Flip, Canada's Pinball Podcast, Pinside, Pinball Magazine, Papa Pinball, This Week in Pinball, TNT Amusements. Eligibility Facts. Point 1. The ranked choice voting we have in place for the TWIPYs has always been intended to give voters more choice and showing appreciation for their top 3 favorites. It was never implemented to reduce the likelihood of any individual or entity's ability to win a category. Point number 2. There has never been any requirement to have free, publicly listed content for any of the pinball media categories. Whether a creator is behind a paywall or not has never been considered in determining eligibility for being on the ballot. Please review all of our eligibility documents since we have posted them each year since 2020. Point number 3. It was always our intention to include Kaneda's Pinball Podcast in all associated media categories this year, even after This Week in Pinball removed his entry in the TWIP promoters database. We made it clear to Chris Koulouris that he was still on the ballot. TWIP is now a completely separate organization from the TWIPY Pinball Awards. TWIP fully has a right to list and promote any entity they want in any way they see fit. Chris was told the above facts and was asked personally to stop the lies, harassment, and threats. It was only after the request was ignored that the committee lead, Will Outing, decided to remove the categories. The TWIPYs have always strived to provide unbiased opportunity for all pinball manufacturers, locations, content creators, events, mod makers, and custom game creators to be listed and available for the public to vote for. So there is the memo in its entirety, and I think a lot of the commotion is a word I'm going to use in regards to everything that's going on is that there's been change. Some of the change was pretty drastic, may not have been the best move, but needless to say, it's change, and a lot of us do not like it. So going forward, we all just need to realize and come to the understanding that This Week in Pinball is no longer what we remember it to be. The TWIPY Awards are no longer what we remember them to be. It's change, and we're just going to have to adjust. And it's one of those where, in the end, the public will decide. Even in their new scenario, when it comes to voting and stuff like that, this whole thing, how it plays out, who knows? They may revert, they may not. Or this could be possibly the last time we have anything in regards to TWIPY Awards. I don't know. I think there's still too much in the air to really lay down a concrete, this is what's going to happen kind of thing. So what we're getting out of this is that with these changes, we're removing all previous winners of TWIPYs. So anybody that has won a TWIPY award in the past is not going to be eligible for an award ever again. You get it, you're in a Hall of Fame of sorts, and then it's up to the next person that's able to get one kind of thing. So that eliminates the possibility of the awards being won by the same person every year. So it does bring in more change, more variety. But does it diminish the award? I mean, that's something that I have to sit here and kind of fester about, because I feel let's just put me as the subject here. Let's say, for instance, favorite content creator category comes up or whatever, and lo and behold, I win it. And it's like, if I didn't have the other people to compete against that are usually winners or other top tier people in that particular category or whatever, it's like, I don't know if I feel like I really won, or if I just, it was just my turn kind of thing. So that's where I struggle. I'm like, I don't know if I like the idea of just never being able to win ever again. Like, maybe you can't win it 2 times in a row, maybe something to that nature, but just never being able to win ever again. I don't know. I mean, because a part of me is like, yes, that should hopefully encourage a lot of you newly starting content creators or small content creators that are just getting their feet wet or whatever to maybe give you a little bit more motivation to improve and grow and stuff like that. I mean, because using myself in this matter, the TWIPYs have been going for 6-7 years. I have been creating content since 2018-ish, late 2018. And so I have been eligible for a TWIPY since then. But I'd say for the first year or two at least, I wasn't even on the top list. I think maybe top 10, but at the time there was probably maybe 10 YouTubers for pinball. But it hasn't even been until the last 2 or 3 years where I've been in the top 3. So I have grown over the years. And, but it's one of those things where I personally feel that the award would mean more to me if I was still competing against those that have won it in the past. And I guess that's partly why, that's partly why this award, my Grand Champion Award, I feel like is one of my most precious awards, and I felt so emotional about it when I won it because the competition was very stiff. There's a lot of people out there with so much talent that I'm competing against, and a lot of them are my friends at that. And it's not public voting. You've got, 4 individual judges that are scrutinizing your every drop of paint, every sticker, everything that you have done to a particular machine and judging you on it. It's not a favoritism award. We're talking like high-end just judging. Not like we like your personality or whatever. It's just like, what have you done? We're judging it on you. And to go against all of the individuals out there with all their skill sets. And I strived, worked my ass off to get this award, and I won it. And it meant so much when I won it. But if I was to win that award, knowing that basically I just kind of like lasted long enough to where everyone else that was obviously better than me just couldn't win it anymore, it would diminish it. And like, granted, you can't win that award 2 years in a row. That's like basically the only big rule, is that you can't win Grand Champion 2 years in a row. That's just a rule that they have, and it's just been going. But even with the person that won the year before me, there was still a lot of stiff competition out there. So 2 different awards, but I'm just saying that I feel that the award might be a little diminished in what it represents due to the nature of just, the whittling down of the previous winners to eventually be the top of the totem pole. I feel like I'm wording that completely wrong, but like, I don't know if I like it. I am not super excited about it. I think this is going to hinder a lot of the smaller content creators, the ones that are already in a niche portion of the hobby and are just getting started. And now you're putting everybody into one giant, I don't want to use the word cesspool, but that's what I'm going to use, one giant cesspool that is now all being voted on together in one single category instead of separating everybody out like it used to be. So the likeliness of someone that is the top 1 or 2 or even 3 of a pinball streamer may not be in the top 2 or 3 of the favorite pinball content creator, because maybe YouTube is more popular, maybe podcasting is more popular, maybe websites and stuff like that is more popular. So that automatically just kind of lowers you down because you have all the other categories or genres in the hobby for content creation that are just more favorable. I gotta try not to get too excited or talk too much. The puppies get too excited. I was hoping this is going to be a short video. I'm probably going to edit the hell out of this so it can still remain a somewhat short video. But are the TWIPYs dead? I don't want to say they're dead, but they have definitely lost a lot of excitement from the public than what they used to have. And I think that's what made the TWIPYs what they were, was the people. And I think a lot of people are hurt right now. And I don't know if that's something that's going to be easily recoverable from. So voting opens up in a few days. I think whether you want to vote and be involved in that process and everything is strictly, completely up to you. I'm not telling you what you should or should not do. If you want to vote, by all means, do so. I'm just kind of curious of where things go from here. I know I've stated this in my previous video in regards to TWIPY and the TWIPY Awards, but for you smaller content creators that feel like you're just not ever going to win this award, once again, if you are creating content for this hobby and your primary goal is just to get that little piece of plastic trophy, stop creating content. You're doing it for the wrong reasons. If you want a little trophy just to be recognized and everything and make you feel better about what you're doing, you're never going to make it. You should be doing whatever you're doing in the hobby, whether it be streaming, podcasting, me doing my YouTube or anything. If I didn't enjoy this at all, I wouldn't be doing it. I damn sure don't do it for an award because I never win the damn thing. But that is definitely not my goal either, is to win a TWIPY award. If I was to win it, cool. I don't think it's going to change the way I create my content or why I do it. But just don't be discouraged by when I talk about putting everybody into one giant pool. I think definitely a lot of you smaller content creators, those that are just starting out, it's nice to have a little bit of recognition, to see your name up on a web page or something like that, or eventually into some sort of montage video of promoting that you did something and that everybody can recognize you. I think that's definitely going to be a nice feeling for a lot of you that have never received that kind of thing. So maybe whenever it comes down to showing all the people that are involved in making the content creation, maybe you'll at least be on a website or something like that. But do not stop creating and doing things for this hobby because you feel like you're never going to win a trophy. Do it because you love the hobby and you're just having fun with it. And just keep doing that, and if you grow and things get better and then people enjoy what you're doing, and maybe eventually you'll get that little trophy. But then you'll find that little bitty trophy is like, all right, it sits there. Now what? Don't do it for a trophy. Do it for the love of the hobby. Do it for the love of the people in the hobby. So, with that being said about the TWIPY Awards and what's going on there, there are other options. I say options, but as of right now, there is a definite option for those that still would like to vote for all the subcategories that were in the TWIPYs. Kaneda at Kaneda's Pinball Podcast, if you go to his Facebook page, he has basically a bunch of polls that go down and you can vote. It's all public voting. It is what it is. I mean, I could go into further details about it, but I'm honestly getting tired. It's already getting late. So I'm just going to import a portion of Retro Jinko's video with him, and they can tell you what's going on. So this is merely another way to kind of like publicly, poll for People's Choice Awards and stuff like that. Feel free to go contribute. I believe it's going on for a week. And who knows, with my feelers out there in the hobby, something tells me another type of award show may get developed within the next year. We'll see. I don't know. Chances are a different type of award show will step into the light within the next year, and the TWIPY Awards will be the TWIPY Awards, promoting all the machines and everybody in the industry, plus the new favorite pinball content creator category. So with TWIP's changes, they're still giving the public a voice. You're still able to vote for the machines and vote for a content creator. You're just not getting the ability to vote in a particular category to help that person's odds, kind of thing. So, in the end, the public is still getting a voice and opinion in the matter. The people that have won an award, they've won their awards, and they're done. That's pretty much it, guys. Attrition. That's the damn word I was looking for earlier. Basically, you would just win by attrition. Like, over time, eventually, if you just last the longest, you will eventually get a trophy. That's what I was trying to think of. Son of a...
Yeah, here's how it's going to work. Very simple. Yeah. I'm going to put up on Facebook all the different categories. I'll go through them now, and it's going to be polling. So you're going to be able to vote. Everyone gets one vote per category, and you're going to see in real time. This is where it's different, and some people like it, some people don't, but we're going to be able to see in real time when the votes come in, who voted for what, and how many votes each game is getting. And the reason I like that, right? All the speculation. Is Canada buying votes in Brazil? Are we cheating to get these trophies? And here's the good news for everybody. I recused myself from this award show, so I won't be in it. There will not be any bias. It's going to be all about the best in pinball. I'm taking myself out of it because we all know who's number one. We don't have to vote on Canada anymore. But Jenga, should we go through the categories so we can tell everybody what they're going to be voting for?
Yeah. So no one can vote on you, so you can't go up and say, yeah, I'm the best.
Yeah, no.
We're not going to listen to you.
and I don't need to give myself an award, but we're going to have podcaster categories and media represented. So I'll go through. These are the categories, ladies and gentlemen, you will be able to vote for: favorite homebrew, favorite new mod of 2023, the best theme in pinball, the best pinball website for news, rumors, and speculation. This is different. Pinside always wins. It's a forum. I get it. But I think we should recognize the other websites out there. And those are going to be Naps Arcade, Kineticist, and This Week in Pinball are the three, I think, news websites for pinball. Best music and sound package. Best call-outs.
My favorite.
Best call-outs. Favorite pinball streamer. Best rule set. Best toys and mechs in a game. Favorite YouTube channel. Jengas, you're on there. Actually, I have to add, you're on Retro Django. You're on there. Best new pinball content creator. Best new pinball content creator. What I did there was I consolidated, who's new in the pinball content space and let people vote on that. That way we're not doing like streamer, podcaster. Let's just throw them all in. And I think I got most of them. And what I'm going to do for some of these categories is people can add a category if they... if I've missed something, and I just shared this with everybody today. So if I've missed anything, let me know. Best animations and display, best art package. Christopher Franchi is listed like 18,000 times here. Best topper, best game design, favorite pinball podcast, game of the year. So there's a lot of names on this, right? So everyone's going to hopefully feel they've been represented. Everybody gets an equal vote. There's no bias. It's not just going to be, hopefully we share this link around. Anyone can jump on the Canada Facebook page and vote. There is no paywall. There's no one's getting blocked, nothing. Like, just vote, have fun, and then Jengus and I will regroup and read who wins. And the voting will start, Jengus, on Friday tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it'll last 1 week. So December 15th through the 22nd. And then we will, at the 22nd, we will do a show right around there. And I think we will, maybe we do it that Saturday morning. We do a recap. We have some fun. Yeah. We talk about where the votes fell and we end the year. And I think what we come up with, Jengus, will be exactly where the TWIPY votes fall come end of March. So we're going to, some of this is where we might spoil their thunder a little bit, but such is life when you decide to remove Kaneda from the award show.